Friends, welcome to my next video on SAP MM on invoice verification. In my previous video, we had done one exercise on releasing invoice manually. Before that one, we had learned the overview of releasing blocked invoices, which was part 4 of the variances and invoice blocks. Now, let us move to the section C of the releasing blocked invoices, where we will do an exercise on releasing invoice automatically. Let us go to the exercise datasheet here, automatic release. The exercise is like this. You have manually released some of the invoices for vendor 500045, and in order to make things easier for you, you now want to delete all the blocking reasons that are no longer valid. Execute the automatic release function for vendor 50045. We know very well the transaction code to release invoices to release blocked invoices is MRBR, and the path is logistics material management, logistics invoice verification, further processing, release blocked invoices. I will go to SAP, and here I am in the SAP screen. So the transaction code is MRBR and the path is logistics materials management, logistics invoice verification, further processing, release blocked invoices. MRBR. I will go to MRBR. So we have to input the selection parameters here. Company code 1111, vendor 500045. I will just make it block both of this one. Okay, input this data here 1111. Remove this invoice document which will come by default. Fiscal year, let it be 2020. So vendor 500045, and here before we go to the release automatically, we will just see that is in just in manual mode for which purchase orders the blocking reasons are invalid, because before we release any invoices automatically, the blocking reasons should be invalid, then only we can release the invoice automatically. And here the variant, I will select reverse slash SCM 515. First I am just selecting manually, and here the blocking procedure block due to variances. I will click here. The system is displaying invoices for two POs. One PO 4500017975. Here the blocking reason quantity is invalid, and for the PO 4500017976, the blocking reason price is invalid. Let us just see these POs annually. 179.75 here. If we go to this PO, see, as per the PO quantity is 100 pieces. So here what had happened, earlier the vendor had delivered 70 pieces and posted it, and also he had given invoice for the full 100 pieces. So when we had received the 70 pieces, that same time vendor had given invoice for the full PO quantity. We have posted the invoice for full 100 pieces. Then the remaining quantity of 30 pieces were received later. Okay, so hence the blocking reason quantity is invalid now, because the balance quantity is received for the PO 4500179775. Just let us go to MRBR here 175. So 17975 for this PO, the blocking reason quantity is invalid because the balance quantity of 30 pieces is received. Let us go to this PO 4500017976. Here the system is showing blocking reason price is invalid. Let us see why it was blocked. 4500017976. Here, as per the PO, it is 100 piece at 10 rupees per piece. The vendor has delivered 70 pieces. 70 pieces, and invoice for 70 pieces. He had given higher price because the PO price is per piece is 10 rupees, and in the invoice he has given per piece 12 rupees. So 70 into 12, it is 840. So it is a higher price. But later, that is the vendor has agreed that the invoice is a higher price, and we have posted a credit memo for the extra charge of 140 rupees. 70 into 70 into 10 is 700. Okay, the extra amount of 140 rupees which was charged higher by the vendor has been reduced by posting a credit memo here. This is the credit memo number 510-560-9652. So hence now the blocking reason price is invalid. So the blocking reason price becomes invalid when the vendor has agreed to reduce the price, and we have posted a credit memo for the extra amount the vendor has charged. Okay, so hence now the blocking reason price is no more valid and we can release this invoice automatically. Let me go to MRBR here. So we can release these two invoices. Just note down this PO number 4500017975 and 17976. Let me go to here back. Here now I will select release automatically. Now I have decided to release this automatically. And here the reason is blocked due to variances. We can release invoices automatically only if we select block due to variances. This is the only possibility. We cannot release automatically if we select manual payment block or stochastically blocked. This one I have explained already in the overview of this releasing blocked invoices, which is section A of this. Now I will click execute. After selecting release automatically, I will click execute. Now we can see two invoices released. These are the two invoices. First invoice is number 510-560-9616 and 510-560-9617. We can verify them here. One, this is 9 here, 9616, 510-560-9616. This is for the PO 4500017975, 9616. And the other invoice number 510-560-9617, that is for the PO 4500017976. This is the invoice number 510-560-9617. So these two invoices for the PO 4500017975 and 17976 are released automatically. They are released, already released. Okay, now if the system releases invoices, check one of them. Can you see who released this invoice? Okay, so choose go to display change documents. Here we can go to this one, release blocked. Here directly we can go from here, double click here, or just select this one and click display. Okay, here click display. Here we can see here we can see username who released it, SAP user. We can see here at the moment immediately, or even from the purchase order also we can see here. I will go to this one of this one, and here I'll go to this release. Here we can see the payment is in the payment tab page. The payment block has changed to free for payment. Earlier it was blocked invoice verification. Now it is free for payment. And we can even go here who change the invoice. Go to display change documents. Here we can see the user ID of the person who has released this invoice automatically. Last name. This is the username. Here also you can see SAP user. The user who has released this invoice automatically. Next. That is done. How does the automatic release function affect the next manual release? In the case of automatic release, the system releases all blocking reasons that are no longer valid. They are not displayed when you next use the manual release function. So once we release the invoice automatically, then those invoices which were released by the system and which were having the blocking reason invalid and were released by the system automatically, that will no more appear when we next go to MRBR and check the list of the invoices by selecting manual release manually. Now we can see here. So these invoices, okay, are here. Now here, let us put the selection parameter, company code, fiscal year, vendor. Now I will select release manually, and here release block due to variances, and this is our variant. I will click execute. Right, those purchase orders have gone from this list. No more here. These purchase orders, right? PO number 4500179975 and 4500017976. They will be no more in the list when we select the list of the invoices to release manually. They will disappear from the list. So once any invoice is released by MRBR, whether it is automatically or manually, that invoice number and that purchase order number line will disappear from the list. This is about how to release the invoice automatically. Thank you for watching my video. Please give me your valuable likes, comments, and please subscribe to my channel so that you will not miss any of my videos which are coming on several scenarios in MM. Thanks for your time.